podcast. Well, you better tune in. You can see the picture. All you gotta do is zoom in. You in your man cave. It's no time for your girlfriend. They talk about the Sixers and how the Sixers gonna win. If they take your loss, they gonna hear BG going in. Jenny from the block, that's a lot. They was up 10, now they down 5. You can see it in his eyes. He a fan for life, and he sitting courtside. Sports guy, if you know me, I'ma say fly. How I cross you over like when they had AI. I still the ball. I ain't ask you, may I? Not at my house, they can bet. I ain't gotta try. Maxi for the 3, he try and win. They don't want the time. B try and win. I don't wanna see that boy cry. I live by the gun. I'ma shoot. I don't wanna die to eat, sleep sixes. You should know that it's game time.
So this shit wavy.
Welcome back to Eat Sleep Sixes. I am BG. As always, I got my dog 215, the sports guy, with me, and joining us tonight is Jay Pregame. Man, the Philadelphia 76ers got the Boston Celtics in Game 2 after taking a 0-1 deficit in the series. The Sixers face Boston for Game 2. How are we feeling tonight on this beautiful Tuesday?
I don't know you guys.
I'm on you, Jay.
I'm feeling pretty good. I think we'll do better. I think we'll be all right. I think it's a sense of urgency now, and I feel like, guys are going to step up. I think we'll be all right.
I hope so, man. One of my things that I spoke about in pregame was that we had never seen that. Well, not never. We hadn't seen that iteration of that Celtics team this season yet, and so, but they hadn't seen that iteration of our Sixers, and they were the better team. Seeing us for the first time with Paul George and us seeing them for the first time with Jason Tatum, they looked a lot better than us in that aspect. But we talked about the fact that playoff series are definitely won by within the playoff series adjustments. So it's up to Nick Nurse and the team to make the adjustments. It was a fresh start with Game 1. They didn't know what to expect, and they got punched in the mouth. Now is about figuring out how not to get punched in the mouth, or maybe we can get punched in the mouth but be able to sustain throughout the game.
Absolutely, BG. I'm going to piggyback off what you're saying. It's the playoffs. It's all about adjustments. It's all about a chess game. You make this move, I'll make this move this game. The problem is we haven't really seen our coach adjust throughout the regular season. So it's kind of hard for me to trust in the fact that he can adjust from playoff game to playoff game. Tonight, we'll see. What would be your keys to victory, Jay, to get this job done in Boston? Game 2. Pressure on.
Starts with Maxey. It starts with Maxey. I know he's not a point guard per se, but he has to lead, he has to facilitate, and he has to play smart. Boston's one of them teams that capitalize on mistakes, like right off the bat. So he has to come out there, play smart, be aggressive, get his teammates involved, because they're not gonna let him just do what he wants, beat you one-on-one, and think he can do ISO ball. We don't have the big man there, so it's going to be different. So when he goes by somebody, it's going to be a wall. It's going to be 4 or 5 people that's going to be waiting for him.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. He has to play smart. He has to be aggressive. But when he's aggressive, he has to be smart about it. You can't just go up with reckless abandon and there's 4 guys that's tall right there.
Absolutely.
So I think it starts with him. And then Paul George, he has to step up too, because he's the oldest statesman. He's been here before. You know what I'm saying? He needs to be the one that leads also and take the shots. When you get the ball, take the shots, lead, be vocal, and I think we'll be all right. Oh, VJ got to play smart too. VJ, he has to play better.
I feel like a lot of our guys, relied on the 3-point shot a little bit too much. Yeah. All of them need to attack a little bit more, and I think that will help our game. But who I'm looking at, my key to victory tonight, Game 2, is Nick Nurse. Bro, can you consistently draw up plays for at least 65, 70% of the game, bro? Can you put your players in position to score or make things easier? Can you take advantage of certain talents that you have or certain mismatches? PG's in the damn post with a smaller guy. Can you make sure he gets the ball? Point guard, Tyrese Maxey. Like Jay said, can you make smarter decisions and give up the ball early in the shot clock instead of dribbling it down a little bit? And then, we don't really have much of an offense to flow through. The offense looks bad. It looks bad. That has to be better. It wasn't they stopped us from scoring thing. No, we had shots.
Yeah.
We had shots. So, the offense looks bad. That needs to be better.
Well, I think, like you said, it starts with Nurse, right? But the plays, I feel like drawing up plays, that's the easy part. He has to put, like you said, people in position. So he has to change that lineup. Bona can't start. Because
he can't.
Oh, he can't? You want to bet? You want to bet he can start, Jay? I just knew that when I saw this freaking screen today that he would not be on it. What the hell did we see in game one that made us believe that he was starting in this game today?
No,
that's a bad move. First of all, you can see he's not ready for that. This is the big stage. Bona needs, he needs reps, but he needs reps off the bench. You can't put him in this position. You're setting him up for failure. He's not ready for that. He's not a smart basketball player, and he misses easy baskets. Boston will take advantage of that.
I'm sorry.
That's bad.
We keep it real on this show, Jay. And you know what this tells me? You starting off wrong, bro. You're not even making the adjustment for this game.
Yeah,
you didn't make an adjustment.
That's a bad move. I don't know how he didn't learn from the last game. Them 2 turnovers he made and those fouls set us up from the start.
Change the whole
beginning, Jay. It was a minute and 22 seconds left when he got that second. A minute and 22 into the game is when he got that second foul, and we had to completely scrap any game plan we had and go a different direction. I don't understand what Nick Nurse saw in game one that made him believe, this is the lineup we should go with in game 2. I can't believe I'm seeing this right now.
I don't understand how he could think that this makes sense. And here's another thing too that people don't understand. It's easier to guard Maxey when you have Bona in there because he's self-checked. So now,
who's going to roll with him? You don't understand?
That's what I'm saying. If I'm Boston, I'm not even worrying about him. I'm leaving off of him, and I'm building a wall for Maxey when he comes in the paint. Like, I'm not even thinking about him.
He's not going to shoot nothing. He's not going to roll properly. He's not putting himself in good position.
And he's going to make dumb fouls. Because Jaylen Brown or Jason Tatum going to get him in the air. He's going to try to block everything. And
if you're Boston's coach, you would be an idiot if you didn't have big on the board, bonus starting, get right to him. Get him fouls immediately. And that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
He's undisciplined.
He's not a good rebounder. I don't know. But
show us something, Bona. Show us something, Bona.
Yeah, he's gonna have to be smarter, and the other team's gonna have to help him. They're going to have to help him out, even on defense. Give him help, double. If Jason Tatum comes down the middle, he's going to have to get help. You're going to have to really rely on Bona just not making the mistakes he's been making. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. Yeah.
Corey talked about him being able to close out on stretch fives, boy. Kata starting though, like. With Kata starting now, if Vucevic was starting, then all right, I get it. But with Kata starting, Kata ain't about to be a pick and pop. He's gonna be a pick and roll guy. He's not gonna be the guy. He's not gonna be the guy Bona had to close out to. So I disagree, man. I just don't rock with Bona being in the lineup after what I saw in game one. Game one really was it was very glaring that he did not belong out there. And that's not saying he doesn't belong in the NBA. It's just like Jay said, sometimes you just not ready for those lights. Channing Frye said it on the pod the other day. It's two types of players in the NBA. It's roaches and it's moths. When the lights get the brightest, is you going to hide under the refrigerator or you going to go towards the light? And Bona is going to hide under the refrigerator.
But you know what the thing, too, is what people don't understand, too, is the playoffs is about matchups. This is not a matchup for him. Because if you play him against Orlando, he's perfect for that. That's a good matchup for him. Boston is not, because they capitalize on mistakes.
Queta kills him.
Yeah, if you're not smart, they're going to abuse that. They're going to get him in foul trouble. He's going to do dumb things like dribble the ball, make a charge, trying to be a point guard. they're going to make you make mistakes because that's the type of team they are. So what I'm saying is this is not a matchup for him. I would play Jabari Walker a little bit more if I was a coach.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
This is not a matchup. This is a bad matchup for him. Like there's certain teams when you play against, there's just certain teams where the matchup not going to work for you.
I mean, if Bona's not showing his athleticism, what is he out there for, really? And like you said, we got other guys that we could possibly throw out there and do something better. So, it is what it is. The lineup is out.
Bona could be a good asset for like teams like Orlando. They don't have athletic guys. You know what I'm saying? Even Detroit, they don't have athletic guys. Detroit,
it's not a good matchup for him.
Yeah, they'll block shots, they'll go to the paint. He could do, but against Boston, they shooting threes. They're athletic, so it's not going to.
They're a smart team. They're a smart team. He's not a very smart player yet. Bottom line, and they're a veteran team that take advantage of inexperienced guys that's on the floor like that.
Yeah, you know what we need to? We need Grimes to play better. I think Grimes is a big part of this team that we need him.
Yeah,
we need him off the bench because we're a really bad shooting team. I didn't even know that. We're like one of the worst shooting teams in the league.
In the league, bro. At 3-point shooting. Yep.
As a shooter, one of our best shooters, we need that. They're going to give us those shots, especially with Maxey going straight downhill. We're going to have open threes. So
what up, Mike? What up, Malik? What up, Malik? Boston fan, y'all all welcome in here, man. We love it, especially in the playoffs. Look, Malik, we thinking the same thing here in Philly. We about that fight. We're not used to teams coming out giving an effort like that in the playoffs. We're irate. A performance like that. 30-point blowout.
Oh, we've seen a $200 million player shoot the ball 2 times at Tobias Harris last year. We've seen James Harden not show up in the Boston in a closeout game. We've seen Joel Embiid not show up in a closeout game. Like, what do you mean? We not used to this? These motherfuckers lay down all the time.
A 30-point blowout.
Don't confuse the Sixers. Don't confuse the Sixers with the Flyers, the Eagles, and the Phillies.
No,
please don't say Philadelphia not used to not fighting back. The basketball team is used to not fighting back. We fold like this every year, every fucking year.
All right, you're highly.
I'm sorry,
you're highly,
man. It's like I think we hold them at that regard of Philadelphia fans as a Philadelphia team, like they haven't done this type of thing. I said this before last game. I said this before last game. Jay, hear me out. Jay, hear me out. Jay, hear me out. I said this before this game started. I said every team in the NBA that has some sort of championship aspiration beats us by 30. Every one of them. I'm not talking about the Brooklyn,
not every
the Memphis. I'm not talking about, we could play the Pacers and look what we did to the Trailblazers. I'm talking about championship caliber teams. Spurs, OKC, Boston, all of the major teams that want to win a championship this year beat us by 30 every time. And you telling me we got fight every time? We fight we bully the teams we can bully. We beat the shit out the Brooklyns in the Toronto.
It's one game. It's one game.
Answer my question though, Jay. What about every game against a championship contender that we've lost by 30 this year? It's been embarrassing. Every time we saw OKC, they smacked.
This group. Yeah, I hear you.
No, not with Paul George. I haven't seen us lose by 30 with Paul George and Maxey. I haven't really seen that.
Right.
And usually when it happens, it's always because Maxey trying to do everything. He don't have
Paul George and Maxey played, and we lost by 40 to the Charlotte Hornets.
No,
remember that game? Remember that game? We lost by 40 to the Charlotte Hornets.
Paul George is suspended. Remember, he's suspended for 25.
Right. He was. No, BG. Hold up. Just to put things in perspective. I have not seen them either put out an effort like that, bro. Yeah. With VJ, Maxey, PG, and all of them out there, I have not seen that. Me either.
It can be a one-off. It's a one. First of all, the first game is always a fill-out game anyway.
Right. Agreed. That part I do agree with.
Throw that out the window.
Look at the missed shots. Look at the missed threes. VJ doesn't miss that many threes. Maxey doesn't miss the shots he normally misses. They were very uncharacteristic. PG just kind of sat on a chair for a minute after a while to keep it a buck. So, I want to see more effort out of those three.
OKC, we lost by 20. Championship caliber team. Denver, we lost by 33.
Can
San
you read
Antonio,
the other ones too?
San Antonio, but the thing is, Carl, I'll read those, but they're not championship. I'm only speaking about the championship caliber team. If we want to win a championship, every time we play a champ, I'm looking at the schedule right now. San Antonio, 131 to 91. Boston,
huh? Why we're not right now with this team we got? We're not a championship team unless we have Embiid. So let's throw that championship thing. That we going way. That's why I'm saying. That's why I'm saying.
But that's why I'm saying it, Jay, because we're playing a championship team. I'm only talking about the matchup. In order for us to even get out the first round, we got to beat a championship caliber team. Yeah. So that's why I'm bringing up when we play championship caliber teams. We're playing a championship caliber team.
We're not beating. I'm talking about the 7-game series without Embiid. This team right here, we're not going to be able to beat them in a 7-game series. But I think we can make it and bring it to a 7-game and then have Embiid back. But with this team,
bold prediction. I think he's coming back before Game 7 if it gets.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying right now. If we could just get some games and bring it to like a 5 or 6 games, I think we'll get Embiid back and we'll be fine. But this team right here is not a championship call.
I'm not gonna bring up negativity. I just want to ask you the same question I asked Carl. If we're down 3-0, does Embiid come back for Game 4? No, but would you bring Joel Embiid back Game 4?
No, I wouldn't.
Okay, me too. Same. Okay, I just want to make sure you were thinking the same. If we're down 3-0, Carl, what are we bringing him back?
3-0, no.
What are we bringing him back for?
We'll have to run 4 in a row against a team like Boston.
Just our luck. Look, he's gonna get a season-ending injury the last game of the season, and then miss all in next year. That's the type of shit that happens to Philadelphia.
Yeah.
No, if we go down 3-0, you gotta not come back.
Yeah, it's too much to ask against a team like Boston to win 4 straight. To win 4 straight with a team like Boston.
Which makes it even more important why we got to get this game tonight.
I agree.
We got to come in there with the right energy. You cannot let this team mentally beat you 2 times on their floor and then come to Philly with that confidence. Yeah. They got to get this one tonight. I think, I'm not just saying this because we're at tonight's game. I think this will be the most important game of the series to decide if you're going to fight or sit there and get stole on. Well, what are you going to do? Yeah. What are you going to do?
Yeah, I think we gotta show some pride too, because we people are like really joking about us. They having it's crazy. It's crazy. Like right now at this point, like I have a feeling we lose the series, but at this point, like now I really want us to win. Like it's because I'm getting sick of hearing everybody, especially Knicks fans. They're just getting on my nerves at this point. So I just hope. I think we can do it. I think we can win some games.
Hear me out. Are you upset with the Knicks fans or are you upset with the Sixers play? The Knicks fans are only pointing out the fact that we look like dog shit. That's all they saying to us.
Well, I'm more mad at the Knicks fans because I'm mad at us, but it's one game. So I feel like it's one game. It's a fill-out game. We messed up, whatever. We can recover and get back on track if we just
the goal is to split. The goal is to split in Boston.
And we can be fine. The Knicks fans can be mad because they acting like it's over already. Like we're done.
I think the whole NBA community has kind of wiped us out when Joel went out, and they decided he wasn't.
They're saying we getting swept by a lot.
That's what I mean by that. But we know better from watching this team. We've seen them perform much better than they played last game, bro. They can give a lot better effort.
Oh, yeah.
Would you say that Boston played well in Game 1?
Boston was elite in Game 1. They were elite. No cat. No cat. But it's things that we did not do that made them better and made us.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, we made them look better than they were.
We made them look like that.
Yeah. By doing what, Carl? Not defending the 3-point line?
Absolutely, and not rebounding.
But those two things that you just said, it's been a problem for 83 games. It's going to change tonight, though.
Yeah, but not all together.
That's all I'm saying. You saying we play bad? No, we played like the Sixers. We don't defend the 3. We don't rebound the ball. It just so happens in game one, we also didn't make shots.
Hold up. There's been games and stretches where they have defended well as a team. You know, we've seen it this year. PG, VJ, Maxi, where they defended the three a lot better than they did. They were just discombobulated as a unit defensively last game, scrambling everywhere. It needs to be more discipline. You know, with that said, we run over our time for our segment we love to do.
And now, for BG's Over and Under.
I swear it was the company. It wasn't me, man. I got these guys in the back running all the lights. They did all that shit. It wasn't me. Hey, man, I'm looking for a bounce-back game, man. A bounce-back game for BJ, man. It wasn't the greatest playoff opener for him, but I look for him to bounce back. That's one person I know will not shy away from the lights. The lights may be too bright for him to make the shots, but he's not going to shy away from them. So, with that being said, I'm looking for 18.5 out of BJ tonight. What you think, Jay? 18.5 points for BJ, over or under?
I think he'll get 16. I don't think he's going to get. They're not going to let him. They're not going to let a rookie do that. So I say 16. I say under by 2.
Okay, Carl.
I'm gonna take the over. I think he'll take his mid performance a little personally, and I think we'll see a good VJ performance tonight.
Man, I thought we was gonna see that performance last game, and maybe it's just gonna turn over to this game. So I'm gonna take the over reluctantly. Like, I don't want to take the over, but I'm gonna take the over just slightly. I think maybe he get a dub. Everybody's favorite backup center / backup Paul Reed / Paul Reed's clone. At Dembona, that guy. He's starting tonight. He got to be better than he was last game. I'm not even going to expect much out of him, Jay. I'm just going to throw a number that, all right, you got to at least get this. 5.5 rebounds for Dembona. Can our center really go another game without getting 8 to 9 rebounds? What you think? I got the number at only 5.5 for Dembona for rebounds.
I don't think he's getting 5. I don't think he's getting over that. Yeah. I say 5.
I'm taking the under as well.
I just have no faith in him doing big man stuff, man. I
was really looking. I don't want to say looking forward to him not playing, but I was looking forward to seeing the starting lineup be different because it was just clear cut. Yes, we could say, hey, that first game was a fill out game and things just didn't work out for us. But the one thing that was clear to me, Dembona shouldn't be out there right now. I'm sorry. It just didn't. It was just not the right matchup for him. So I'm going to take the under on that as well. Up last, man, although we did get quite a few points from our bench when it didn't matter. When you look at it, a lot of people played because we was getting smoked. I don't want us to get smoked tonight, but I do want our bench to produce. Y'all know what my favorite number for the bench is, led by Quentin Grimes. Did the bench get 29.5 tonight in a crucial playoff game? This is the most difficult over-under, I think, of the night.
Yeah.
Well, BG, one thing that he showed me last game, Nick Nurse, is he will get frantic with that rotation when things aren't going the way he wants to. I think he had like a 9-man rotation. So, who knows? I'm going to take the over.
Over on the bench?
Yeah, I'm going to take the over.
Let me see what they had last time. 14, 18, 20, 21, 27 points from the bench last game. But it was kind of a fake 27 because when you think about it, Trendon Watford's not going to play. Jabari Walker's probably not going to play. Dalen Terry's not going to play. I don't know if Justin Edwards would you keep Justin Edwards in the lineup, Jay?
Yeah, I would.
I would too. I would as well.
He played well against Boston. Like he's played well throughout his career against Boston for some reason.
Yeah,
confident.
So we looking at more than likely a bench of Justin Edwards, Dominic Barlow, Andre Drummond, and Quentin Grimes. So that's 9 guys total. With those 4 guys coming off the bench, you see us getting that 29.5, Jay?
No.
Damn, triple under for Jay? Damn, I just realized you took all.
Yeah, because
you're normally the optimistic one. You just know.
No, because for that to happen, that means that we're gonna have to have production from a couple of people. I don't see us having
2.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I see one person. I think Grimes or maybe Barlow might do well, but I can't see all like Edwards and all these other guys going off. Like I would think. So yeah, I say Grimes and maybe.
Hey Frank, for
Okay,
the
I'll take
first
real
time.
quick before you go. I'm gonna take the shit. I'm gonna take the under, man. Prove me wrong, bench. Go ahead, Carl.
For the first time this year, Frank, I believe we're agreeing on something. You know, I made a whole post about PG earlier in the year, how I felt how he, you know, he's been the heart and soul of his team, and he's had one of his better years here. And to be honest, I was a little deflated last game. 8 shots, bro. 8 shots in the playoffs with no Embiid. We need much more of an effort than that from you on offense. Much more. So that's that. I ain't gonna be long-winded about it. I just expect more from him, and I want to see that tonight. Just attempts. We need you more aggressive.
2 things. First, Corey, ain't no way. This is the playoffs, man. I'm gonna be right here whether we lose or we win. I'm gonna be right here for post game. Don't think I'm running from no
Come on, man. Come on, we in here.
We here for it. And then what was the other one? I don't know, Berg. How do you say, yo, our lineup last game was, I get it, playoffs is about adjustments, but our lineup last game was Justin Edwards, Dominic Barlow, Andre Drummond, Quentin Grimes off the bench, and now this game is going to be Justin Edwards, Jabari Walker, and Trendon Watford. I don't know if Nick Nurse is going to be in a, completely swap out who the bench players are because we need size. We got to go with the guys that he planned on being available for the playoffs, other than Joel Embiid, and them excelling in their role. Dominic Barlow just got to be better. I'm sorry. He's not going to get taller. He's not going to get stronger. Just be better than that.
Yeah.
Adembona, you're not going to get smarter. You're not going to get more aggressive. Just be better than you were last game. That's all it boiled down to. The guys that's on this roster, we have enough. It's just a point of them starring in their role. I don't need a Dembona and Andre Drummond to combine to be Joel Embiid. I need a Dembona to be a Dembona. I need Andre Drummond to be Andre Drummond. And we'll be fine. We'll be fine. It's just everybody be trying to do too much.
Everybody got to play
too little. Too little. Like, that's
right.
What be the crazy part. Like, you see a guy that'll play 28 minutes and be like, oh, damn, he only had 4 rebounds, or he only shot the ball 5 times. Like, no, if you're going to be out there, dog, you got to be the best version of yourself, man.
And it's the main joint right there. Our players don't have roles. Our coach doesn't have a strategy. Our team doesn't have direction. So it's hard to get these things when those things are going on. But it's game time right now, bro. We could talk all we want.
Before we
We're gonna go bold. We're gonna go bold. Tyrese Maxey will have a 40-point game in the playoffs tonight. Game 2 versus Boston after that horrible performance last game.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
You going bold? What's your bold prediction?
I think
you going Maxey as well?
Yeah, I'm going Maxey. Gonna get 40.
A double 40.
It got to be VJ for me tonight, y'all. I'm going VJ. I'm going VJ breaking out of that. I don't even call it a playoff slump because it's only been one game, but 13 points is not what I expect from VJ Edgecombe, which he had last game. So I look for him to completely flip that number to 31, from 13 to 31 tonight for VJ Edgecombe.
No, rookie.
Hey, Frank.
Rookie. Don't forget he had 34 opening night against them, Jay.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You're right.
Man, you know what? It's the playoffs right now, and tip-off is soon. Make sure y'all come back here on post-game so we can wrap up and talk about this W we about to get. If you don't know, I see there's a few new people out there in the crowd. Look up top. We on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Facebook, X, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch. We on the radio. We on the record player. We on the A-track. We all over the place. If y'all didn't understand that in English, BG gonna let y'all know that in Spanish.
You already know, man. No te olvide, Alecile on amigo, que la digo on amigo, que la digo on amiga. As of right now, it's basura because we lost the first game. But you know what? I believe, man. I believe that the job is to split in Boston. And guess what? We got another opportunity to do that tonight. After we get this W, don't forget to come right back here for post game. Hopefully, my dog Jay will join us. If not, you know me and 215 the Sports Guy gonna be there. But I think Jay gonna be here. I think Jay gonna be here because we gonna win. I know y'all like BG. All that shit you said during the game, during the pregame, all this negative. We gonna win tonight, y'all. We gonna win tonight, y'all.
Let's do it.
I want so much more out of this Sixers team. I know they not listening. But maybe somebody gonna show them BG cursing about all season, and maybe they're gonna say, "Man, it's some guys out there that really, 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 really count on us, and we've been letting them down. Maybe we'll step it up tonight. Let's go, man. Let's go Sixers, man. We get this win tonight and go back to Philly 1-1. We'll be right back here for postgame. Don't forget to be right back here with us. Peace.